New Year's resolutions. Let's talk about them. Here's what I do. Take this as a little piece of 2019 advice. Make 4 resolutions. One around health, one around wealth or your income, one around love, romance, friends, family, and one around happiness. The 4 pillars of the good life. You know, some people make 1 resolution, some people make 50, but here in 2019, make 1 for each of the 4 categories of the good life. Health, your income, your love and friendship, social circle kind of thing, and your happiness. And so, you know, my health one, I've got an exact, I measure my waist once a week. So that's my health goal, to get my shoulder to waist ratio better. There's a certain ratio, they called it the golden ratio, right? So for men, shoulder to waist. Income. So my income goal, this is what I've been doing for myself. I've figured out how to make, making $1 million a month was a resolution from a long time ago. I've been able to hit that resolution, but now my resolution is more businesses on what I call autopilot, meaning I put a manager in charge of them and they run on their own. Here's an example. I'm going to put a screenshot here. You can see we did 1,100 sales, $60,000. This is an e-commerce business called MentorBox that I'm the co-founder. I spend about 5 minutes a day, mostly just checking the statistics. So I want to build at least 2 more for a total of 3 in 2019. I've got a few already, but I want to build 2 more like MentorBox in the education space. And then I've got 1 in the food business, but I'm not even counting that. So 3 in the education space that are doing these kind of numbers, at least 8 figures, 8 to 9 figures is the goal. Then social circle, I think the best social circle piece of advice I can give you is cut half of your social circle, cut the time you spend with them, and give all that time and double down on those friends and family and people you're dating or whatever your romantic life is like. Double down on the good people. And then lastly, for happiness, kind of my New Year's resolution, and I'm just sharing mine because you can use these if you want to. My New Year's resolution in terms of happiness is to really, I think, it's just so common sense, like nobody does it. Just like cut everything out that I do on a day-to-day basis. That's not interesting. Even with diet, like, I was talking to my friend, and he said, Bradley Martin, he's like, known for being one of the top bodybuilders in the world, big, strong guy. And I said, what do you think is the best diet? And he's like, the one you can sustain, the one you like. Like if you like beef, eat beef, eat organic or grass-fed beef. Like, so for happiness, I think we put ourselves through so much because society tells us what we need to do. Like, even with your diet, you can cut weight or add muscle eating what you want for the most part. You can make money and increase your income doing what you want. So for happiness, it's just cut out some things that I do. Like there's certain parts of my business that I just don't like to do. So I'm just like telling someone else, you do that. And I don't even want to pay attention. Now it's a little bit harder than it sounds there, but I just encourage you, 2019, man, life's short. Just cut stuff no matter how much you fear things falling apart. Cut the stuff. It could be a job. I did this Black Friday a couple months ago. I did this Black Friday offer where I took my 4 top programs that have gotten the most results for the most people, which is social media marketing agency program. We train people how to do social media marketing, e-commerce, show them how I'm doing those, how we're doing these 1,000 new sales a day, 1,100 new sales a day, $60,000, $70,000 a day, selling, books. And you could use it for clothing, you could use it for makeup, whatever you want to sell online, e-commerce. Real estate investing. I'm just closing a real estate investment deal today. Last year, I just closed 650 acres in 2018. That was a real estate goal resolution. And then Credit Mentor, how to improve your credit. Now, those 4 programs that I did the Black Friday thing, those are all about the second pillar of the good life, which is your income, your financial situation. I will tell you this, and I'm in a different place in life than I was, but when I was really struggling financially, I've been there. If you're watching and you're like, oh, Ty, that's great. You might have seen that I'm giving away, $1,000 a day on Instagram. People go, how do you have the money to do that? Well, I'm with you if you're struggling financially. I remember that. I'm not struggling financially now, but I remember it was not long ago. It wasn't like 30 years ago or something that I was broke. And so if you're really struggling and want the best New Year's resolution, make it around your income. And here's why. Even though I said there's 4 pillars of the good life: health, wealth, love, happiness. One of them is kind of the domino. It's the catalyst that fixes all of them. Now, some people might say, well, Tai, improving your income, how does that improve your love life? Well, 50% of divorce comes from financial pressure. Happiness. It doesn't take a genius to realize nothing will stress you out in life more than not being able to pay next month's bills. Nothing. And then health, people who have more money live longer. That's a fact in every country in the world, because they can lower their stress. I think that's the big one. Of course, they say it's because they get better health care, but I think it's the stress. Honestly, you can have the best health care in the world. If you're stressed out, don't do a thing. So I did that Black Friday in November of 2018. And I think for New Year's resolution, I'm going to open it up one more time. I'm going to open up those 4 programs bundled together. My goal, again, and this was my goal last year, and I'm doubling down on this, to create 300 people that I take from rags to riches. I'm actually almost done redesigning my website. 300 people from rags to riches. And you'll see on my website just like little thumbnails. You click on them and it shows a video, and the true story shows the Instagram. You can reach out to the people who took these programs: my social media marketing, the real estate program, the e-commerce program, and the credit repair and credit mentor program. So I'm going to offer these 4, and I'm going to give you over $2,000 off. Normally, if you bought all 4 of these, it'd be like $2,500. So we're going to do it for less than $500. Now, I'm just going to do this for the next 7 days. You have 7 days to click the link below, because I can't do this forever. Look, there's people out there that go, oh, isn't this a scam? You already been scammed if you've been through the conventional school system. Mark my words, you've been scammed, whether it be public school, private school, most universities, college debt, trillions of dollars. Listen, this is learning from real entrepreneurs, myself, that are actually doing it. We're not just teaching, we're doing it ourselves. Like I said, that screenshot, I'll show it again. That's not from teaching. Some people say, oh, Tai, you're just making money from e-commerce by teaching people to do e-commerce? No. That right there, yesterday, 1,100 new sales. And that's not one day. That's not one day. We're doubling revenue on this business mentor box. You can look it up, mentorbox.com. We signed Walmart as a client. We have over 73,000 members on recurring billing as of today. So you're learning not from professors, not from teachers, not from theory, but from people in the trenches doing it now. Okay? And these work together. Social media marketing agencies, the best business to start from scratch and start generating cash this month, January 2019. Then e-commerce is a great way to expand out your skill base. And then real estate is the best place to reinvest your profits. And then all of this is tied together by understanding credit, repairing your credit, improving your credit score, opening up new credit lines, getting free travel credit points, and we have all this. You'll see when you click this link below, go look at the testimonials and the screenshots of actual results from people in this program, okay? So you've got a very limited time. This link will stop working. Why? Because I'm not going to do this forever. I did it for Black Friday as an experiment, and it was like people went crazy. If you've been seeing the programs that I have, you realize that you need to improve your income, but you're a little worried, or you maybe you spend a lot of money at Christmas. You got less than 7 days to save a ton of money. Remember, 2019. Life is short in the sense that I look back at certain years and I'm like, thank goodness I was in a hurry. Not too much in a hurry. You can be impatient, but thank goodness I was in a hurry, because I realized, man, next thing you know, 2019's gone. And while everybody broke their New Year's resolution by about January 20th, if you can look back and go, I actually did it. That's the crazy thing. Like, you go back to your high school reunion, or you go hang out with friends you haven't seen in a few years, and all of a sudden you're like, wait, I did it. Everybody talks about how, oh, I broke my New Year's resolutions, and everybody laughs, and then a few people actually like stick to them. Fix the domino. Fix your income. Remember I said about happiness? If you hate your job, you don't like your career, there's no future in it, cut it. Don't have fear. We're going to Each of these programs, there's over 200 hours of content and training. When you get in the program, you'll get a special password protected login, email. You can use your email and password. You'll log in. You can do it on your phone. You can listen to it audio on the way to work. You can do it on your laptop or your computer. And you log in. We'll take you through. Social media marketing is a 4-month program. You can do it faster. E-commerce is a 2 or 3 month program. We've added more content. The credit mentor will start repairing your credit. I mean, it's insane. People getting results in the first month. My brother Ben, his credit went from like 500 or 600. He's like 750 or something. That's a little family anecdote. And then real estate. Like I said, one of my top students, he did 80 deals from April of 2018 to December. 80. He's doing an Airbnb. We'll talk about all that. There's like 5 different 4 or 5. There's 4 main strategies we're going to teach you. Wholesaling. We're going to talk about, buy and flip, buy and hold, and we'll talk about multi-unit stuff and some other strategies. So real estate's important because when you make money, you got to reinvest it in something that has lasting power. And no matter what, no matter how much tech this world has, people still need real estate. So anyway, click the link below. You're going to get all the programs, all 4 of the core programs for under not $2,500. It's not even going to be $2,000, not even $1,500. I thought of doing the $500 off or $1,000 off. You can get all 4 for under $500. It's a crazy deal. It's a crazy deal. And I'm doing it because it's beginning of 2019, and I'm like, let's get this year started. Let's rock and roll, man. It's funny. Fear and procrastination kill hopes and dreams. Do not kill the hopes and dreams you have for 2019. I don't know what your New Year's resolutions are. I shared some of mine, and hopefully those give you an idea if you were, maybe making too many resolutions. You don't want 10 New Year's resolutions. It's too many. But you can have more than one. But you also need to have the one prime mover. And for most people in the modern world, it's fixing your income, fixing your career, and having multiple streams of income, by the way. Like I said, I want to expand 3 education businesses like Mentor Box. We've got some in the food business. We've got some in the clothing fashion industry. But I want 3 by the end of the year that rock and roll, that take 5 minutes per day in the education space. And we launched another one called Knowledge Society, but that's for another conversation. So I got my New Year's resolutions. They're not really resolutions, they're goals. Fancy word for goals. Stick to your goals. Stick to your goals. I wish I could go back in time and just have some like drill sergeant be like, yo, stick to your goals, Ty. You know what you want, now go out and get it. Stop being a baby. Make it happen. But, this world's too nice to us, and then you regret. So I want to be nice to you. And but at the same time, I want to be like real talk. Like, yo, this year's going to fly by. This year, next thing you know, it's going to be 2020. 2020, well, you'll be like, I mean, it's insane to just say that. Almost 2020. So, get in there. Get in there. Click that link before it expires. Snooze, you lose. I've only done this once, and that was for Black Friday. So, take the chance now. Get in. Talk to you soon.